All right, all right, all right. We're about to get started this morning. Today, we're going to be talking about a little bit of finance. Make sure you go by and visit the Pennywise channel on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like, and definitely share this out so we can get a little bit more interaction and engagement in the room. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a couple things today. We're actually bringing up Travis Kelce. That man said he is almost broke. And then also Tesla and Elon Musk. We're going to be talking about those that topic as well, and how Tesla is doing. And we're going to bring it all the way back to finance. Well, because that's what they're talking about. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like it as well. Leave me a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the topics that we're discussing today. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all know I don't like to take too long because I can't stand when I see videos that take forever. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If the music is too loud, please let me know in the comments, and I can turn that down. Let me see. Actually, go ahead and hit it a little bit. All right. All right. So everybody that's tuning in for the live, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also anybody that's tuning in for the replay, thank you as well. I definitely appreciate all of your support. Now, y'all know on Pennywise, we talk about finances in different ways, different facets, all walk of life, people in all different class systems. And today we're going to discuss some rich people and their problems. Because, just because a person has a lot of more money than the average person doesn't mean that they don't go through their own financial struggles. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Didn't I do this? Yes. Okay, just making sure. Hold on, y'all. My computer seems to be kind of lagging a little bit. Okay, we'll see. Anyways, so Travis Kelce has his own podcast, and for those of you who don't know who that is, he was actually named the Rookie of the Year Rookie of the Year. He plays with the NSL, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, he signed a contract back in 2013, but he was kind of Rookie of the Year back then. So he's been in the game for a little bit, for a little while. Hey, Karina, I see you out there. Appreciate you. So yeah, he was been in the league since like 2013, but it's 2023. Here it is, 10 years later, and this man is talking about he's almost broke. So, mind you, in 2013, Kelce signed a contract for $3.12 million. And then he also had a signing bonus of like $703,000. Now, I know most people don't think about making that much money at one time. And we all also understand that taxes have to come out of that as well. So, of course, he didn't get the full $3 million. But, I mean, even cutting that in half, that's still like 1.6 million plus the 703,000. Like he said, he got it as a signing bonus. So what we're trying to figure out is why this man is talking about he's broke. I'm gonna go with bad spending habits, and actually, I'm pretty sure that Travis will say the same thing. So Travis says when he first got signed back in 2013, the first thing that he bought was a $10,000 pair of Nike Air Max, the Marty McFlys. I don't know if anybody is a shoe fanatic, but that's a $10,000 shoe. It's a limited edition shoe, so it's not something you can just walk into Foot Locker and buy, But that was the first thing he bought. And if you really think about it, it could have been something that he really wanted. Like I said, he did sign a $300 or $3 million contract plus $703,000 on a signing bonus. So $10,000 pair of shoes may not actually seem like much. But it's not really about how much he's spending on the shoe as much as we're looking at what he's buying. Like, how many people do you know get paid and the first thing they buy is something that they don't necessarily need, but just something that they want? Because I mean, I don't really imagine him walking around in these $10,000 pair of shoes. It's probably something that he wore once and then like put in a case, and it's been in the box ever since. But that's the first thing that he bought. Now he did note that he thought that these were the coolest shoes that he had ever seen in his life. I bet they were. They better be for $10,000. But his brother Jason Kelce, who is also an NFL star, who is also on his podcast. They actually do it together. He was even confused, you know, and he laughed at him, and and especially when he found out that he bought these $10,000 pair of shoes, and he pretty much was like, what are you doing? But my whole point is, especially when you get someone who's maybe not used to having that amount of money, and then they get a large amount of money, those spending habits are gonna stay the same. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter if you have bad spending habits. It doesn't matter what part of the pay scale you're on, you're still going to have those bad spending habits. So the main thing you want to do is, correct that, so that you don't have to worry about that, and so that you can do better stuff with your money. So what else did he buy? Bottles in the club, VIP bottles. Now I know when I was in my college days, I used to work as a bartender, and people would actually buy bottles in the club. I never really understood it. I mean, I did, but I didn't. And this is why. Main reason is because people like to show out. And that's just is what it is. People like to show out for other people. They want to be the big man on the block or the big woman on the block, so they'll buy bottles in a club so they can say that they was popping bottles. I know me and my bros, shout out to Kappa Omega Phi, we used to buy bottles in the club sometimes, but as you notice, I said we bought bottles, which means we all put in on these bottles. I mean, we were in college, so it's not like we were loaded with cash. But everybody knows, everybody went to college and got a refund check, knows about them refund check times. And we would put in on bottles and stuff so that we all could, partake. We would purchase tables and have our own little VIP area sometimes. And yeah, we did that. But this man is in the NFL. So the clubs and stuff that he's going to, these are not $100 bottles. Some of these bottles are up to $1,000. Like, it's very easy to spend a lot of money on VIP bottles. And that's what Travis did. He spent a lot of money on VIP bottles to the point where he was even avoiding his rent lady. Can you imagine getting $702,000? Just forget the contract. But just $702,000 and avoiding your rent lady. And they say that's broke people problems. But look, people even that are making all this money are still doing the same thing. This man was avoiding the rent lady, and he had signed a $3 million contract, all because he decided to ball out in the club. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can't take it with you, so you should definitely have fun with your money. But at the same time, you got to be smart with your money. And I'm not saying you can't buy an occasional bottle in the club, but if you balling out to the point where you are avoiding your rent lady or your rent manager, it's time to go take that back to the drawing board. Seriously. Like, really. It says Travis reportedly was nearly broke before he started his second season. See, that's what's crazy to me. This man got almost $4 million, and he is nearly broke before his second season. His second season would have been in 2014. That's crazy to me. Well, anyways, in 2016, we're going to come forward a little bit. He signs another contract, a 5-year contract this time. And this time he got $46 million. A $46 million contract to cover 5 years. Now, he had $3 million for 3 years, basically, from 2013, and then 2016 he signed a $46 million contract, which means he must have been injury free and doing pretty well on the football field, because they gave him another contract to cover 5 years for $46 million. Now, moving along, 4 years later, he ends up getting an extension in 2020, where he signed another contract for $57 million. So let's add that up. Where's my calculator. 47, oh sorry, 46 plus 57 plus the 3 million he signed. So we're looking at literally within a 7-year span, this man made $106 million. So that's not even counting the sign-on bonus from the very beginning. So in 7 years, if you can imagine making $106 million in 7 years, that is some crazy money. And now here it is, 2023, and this man talking about he's almost broken. That's mind blowing. It's like mind boggling. So, that's not even the worst of it. Did you know that Travis Kelce makes $3 million outside of football? That's not even counting the contracts. A year. He makes $3 million a year outside of football. Here it is, 2023, and Travis Kelce is only worth $30 million. A net worth of $30 million. This man literally has blown through $76+ million within the last 10 years. I told y'all, you don't have to be on the low pay scale to have broke people problems. I don't know if he was balling out in the club too much. I don't know if he bought him some more limited edition shoes. I don't know what size house he has, but $76+ million within 10 years. This man is only worth $30 million. And that's according to Insider. I didn't calculate that. So in conclusion, invest your money wisely. As you can see, more money, you can still have problems. This man balling out in the club, like, I guess. I mean, that's really all I can say today. I guess, Kelce. Now he's talking about he's almost broke. And I guess if you consider $30 million plus $3 million outside of football that you're still making broke, I mean, I guess. I'm sure there's a lot of people that'll sign up for that form of broke. That's just plain out simple. So, good luck to you, Travis Kelce. Do better. Stop balling out in the club and stop spending your money on stupid stuff. It's just no way he should only be worth $30 million after making $100 million in the last 10 years, and then you still have $3 million each year coming in. You should be able to live for the rest of your life. Like, people don't normally make that amount of money. But anyways, good luck to you, sir. All right, next we got Elon Musk. This man right here cannot catch a break. It seems like he already got kind of messed over when it came to Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, now considered X, with that large contract that he signed there. But you also know that he's over Tesla as well. He's the owner of Tesla. And I actually have an article for this one. Elon Musk has lost $28 billion. You thought Travis Kelce had a problem. $28 billion within his third quarter, with Tesla's third quarter, with these electric vehicles. Now, the CEO and chairman, or the former CEO and chairman of Toyota, who goes by the name of Akio Toyoda, of course, has long been a skeptic of these electric vehicles. And he got to say, I told you so to Elon Musk, because $28 billion is wow. So forget the $100 million that Kelce had. $28 billion. This is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna read this article here. This article actually is written by a Paige Haggy, and it actually came out yesterday evening. It says Elon Musk has lost $28 billion as Tesla took a beating. Now Toyota says people are waking up to the reality that EV adoption can be an uphill battle. EV just stands for electric vehicle. Okay. So Toyota's chairman and former CEO, Akio Toyoda, had been a long skeptic of the electric vehicle hype train. It was a big reason he stepped down from the top job at the Japanese car maker earlier this year. Now he can finally say, I told you so. With Elon Musk, Tesla's reporting disastrous third quarter earnings last week, investors are realizing that EVs are no silver bullet for profit. People are finally seeing reality, Toyota said on Wednesday. Toyota has long denied the electric vehicles are the only way for the automotive industry to achieve carbon neutrality, saying there's so many hills or so many ways to climb this mountain. Other major automakers such are slowing down their EV rollouts. You got Lucid, they're slowing down production by about 30%. And then GM also delayed the introduction of the Chevy Silverado electric vehicle by a whole year. Oh, Lord. Sleepy Joe. President Joe has spent much of his time in office aggressively betting on electric vehicles as part of his ambitious agenda to reduce U.S. carbon emissions and fight climate change. Well, I wonder what this debate is going to be about now. But the EV market is wobbling as high interest rates dampen customer demand for electric and other vehicles. That's preventing a lot of people from even getting into the market. Now, that's what Jessica Caldwell said. She's the head of insights at Edmunds. She told Fortune magazine this. Though EV sales are still growing, the pace has slowed. In the first half of 2023, electric vehicle sales rose by 49% from the year before, which is still a slower rate than the 63% increase last year. And that's reported in the Wall Street Journal. It says we're transitioning to a brand new technology. It is expensive. Yeah, it is. It requires people to have a different relationship with their vehicle that has been largely unchanged for decades, Caldwell says. So to think that everything was going to roll out smoothly and we followed this nice adoption curve, it was a bit unrealistic. Not to mention Musk, the Tesla CEO, owner of the social media platform X, and purportedly the world's wealthiest man, just took a $30 million beating to his net worth. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. $30 billion beating to his net worth. Electric vehicle champion Tesla posted its lowest quarterly earnings per share in 2 years, coming in 10% lower than already negative analyst forecasts. The stock market acted accordingly as Tesla's shares immediately dropped over 17%, and the company's market capitalization fell by $138 billion in just over 2 days. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know what I would have done. This is going to be a large speed bump in the road for automakers that I'm sure they saw coming, Caldwell said. Well, if they saw it coming, then why did they roll out these cars? They was hoping for the best, I guess. I don't know. Toyota's chairman says he saw it coming. Toyota has long advised the industry to hedge its bets on EVs by continuing to invest in hybrids, hydrogen-powered cars, and other alternative eco-friendly vehicles. Ford, too, has been slow to put all of its eggs in the EV basket, announcing it would slow production of the F-150 Lightning pickup. Bill Ford, the great-grandson of the automaker's founder, Henry Ford, has described the rhetoric surrounding EVs as heavily politicized. And I guess he got a point. He had Joe Biden talking about it. So the blue states say that EVs are great and we need to adopt them as soon as possible for climate reasons. Ford told the New York Times. Some of the red states say it's just like the vaccine. It's been shoved down our throat by the government and we don't want it. This year's presidential debate is going to be or not this year's. What is it this year? No, it's next year. Next year's debate is going to be hilarious. General Motors similarly announced it would slow down EV production after making bullish commitments to completely phase out gas and diesel power vehicles by 2035. The company blamed drops in the demand for EVs and pressures from the auto strike. But this blip is only growing pains for the inevitable dominance of EVs in the auto and industry, Caldwell says. The industry is moving towards EVs. To deny that would probably be unwise. It's what the path looks like. That's what's undefined and causing more confusion. I guess, how much are these electric vehicles costing? Because if it's doing like groceries and rent, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to afford these electric vehicles. I mean, people are already having a hard time with eggs. People are having a hard time with meat. I mean, I'm eating probably $200 or $300 worth of groceries by myself So I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. Ooh. Doesn't look too good, at least not for now. But Toyota is over. Toyota. That's Toyota with a D, not like a T. But Toyota's over there laughing, and he's saying, "I told you so." He's laughing at Elon Musk. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are laughing at Elon Musk and Joe Biden alike. But I am definitely going to be keeping an eye on this and watching out for this. If you have invested into the electric vehicle market, I would love to hear what you have to say about this. Leave it in the comments. I don't really have an opinion on it. I mean, just like with anything else that's new, it takes time to perfect things. Of course, so we knew it was going to have some hiccups along the way. But the idea or the thing about it is, how long is this hiccup going to last? And once again, is the average person going to be able to afford this? Because I mean, if these cars are only going to the top 3% of people in the world, that's not enough to keep this thing rolling. And I see a lot of Teslas riding around in California, so somebody's buying it. But hey, I imagine this is just like when the self-driving or the self-propelled, what does it call it? The self-prepared option, or I can't think of the word. But when the car started driving themselves, basically with the Tesla, a lot of people were getting the Tesla and they were using it out. Some people crashed. Couple people crashed. Couple cars went rogue, and people crashed. So I don't know. Right now, it looks like we're gonna have to stick to hybrids or stick to full gas vehicles, because the electric ones at this moment are not panning out. I know California has, I think the company is called Waymark, that is actually trying to come out with like a self-driving robotic car for taxis. So I don't know if they're trying to throw Lyft out there. But that's still going to be an economic disaster, because Lyft and Uber provides jobs for a lot of people to be able to afford these high groceries and afford their rent that continuously goes up. I don't know. I mean, it's like I'm for progression. I'm for, the progression of the electronic field, even the AI field and things of that nature. But at the same time, people need jobs, because you see what we're going through right now. People are having to choose between gas in their car and their cable bill. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I hope you guys like this video. I'm about to get off of here. I definitely hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, go over to YouTube and subscribe to the Pennywise channel. There's other videos there. Little tips and things, tidbits are there for you to enjoy and to use. And in the meantime, in between time, we will continue to keep up with what's going on in the financial market. And we'll see what that's like. So that we don't just, I don't like to be blindsided. And that's really why I'm trying to get this information out here to you guys, so you don't be blindsided by what's happening in your life and where the markets are going. And then for those of us who do like to trade stocks and ETFs and crypto and all that stuff, we like to know what's going on and what's happening. So check your stocks, check your portfolios, maybe revamp some of your portfolios. Did you lose money? I know I lost some. But nonetheless, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will check you all out next time. Peace.